America, he's going to do the same thing in this country. He has a comprehensive plan for education reform that's not just focused on teachers in schools, but on the entire community. If you believe education is the #1 priority, then you need to vote for Mike Bloomberg.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, candidate for president, and I approve this message. Paid for by Mike Bloomberg 2020.
Say, man, I'll trade you an Elvis on velvet.
What's up, world? Thank you for tuning in to the Blacks Real Talk 101, the Gangsters channel. As we all heard, the promotion that busters do, mainly, like I'm listening to 99 Jam, and the demographics of 99 Jam is, we already know who listens to 99 Jam. Okay? Now, you got the promotional thing going on. Politicians are on the run now. Everybody's trying to get a vote. But mainly, somehow people seem to want to get the black vote. So it seems to me that they sent out people to make these commercials, and most of these people who they sent out are busters. Some of them are coons. Some of them are whores. And they make the story sound so real. He's doing this, or he did this, 40% or so and so. Niggas don't know what 40% is, half of us don't. And then we listen to the talking. We listen to the mastery of what I call speech magicians. Talking, I don't want to use talking, but speech, speaking, speaker, magicians. Talking musicians, talk musicians, and people who deal with philosophy, they are the same. Magicians. Satan is also known from some other nationalities that they call him the magician. His words, his wordplay, word magicians and stuff like that, because they mastered that tone and that technique and that vibe and speaking into the mic to have certain vibes and vibrations to manipulate the minds of many. So we got this buster pushing for Bloomberg, saying how great he is and all this other stuff. Great for who, Nick? Huh? You see, we have to not be beguiled by the speech magicians, because they are known to be so, in that aspect, convincing. And I just wanted you guys to hear the commercial. And he's not the only one. You got a lot of these black old folks. Seem like they try to get the old folks to get them to vote for them. Seems like to me. And these are the ones who are pretty much, they're ready to go to sleep, so they don't have any more fight in them, or any more questions, or any more resistance in them. So that being said, dealing with the magicians, the speaking magicians, they are very convincing, conniving, very crafty in their ways and works and speaking abilities, if you will. They speak very well. It's so convincing in speaking to tell you that you can vote for this man, because he's done so much. He has done so much for the community, for the people. He's done so very much. He has lifted education up for so and so. Education for who, Nick? Who has the education he pulled up? The 40% or whatever this clown was talking about. So it's just sad in me how usually they can get these Negroes to buy into their gimmicks. The fact of it is that we need help. We need to get this shit together, our shit together. And do for self, because this is what happens. You could be a nuisance. A traitor. An agent. All kind of things you can become. Dealing in that aspect. Dealing in those conversations. Dealing in those beguiling tactics. Oh man, what you doing? And some of them can be as worse as these goddamn drivers. Like, literally. I understand why people get upset and honk the horn and cuss at people with their heads out the window. Mother effer, get that, all this other crazy stuff that they're doing. This is what they do because the drivers are insane. The traffic is insane as well, because the traffic provokes a little bit of anger and impatience and all this slow traffic. But I'm drifting off a little bit, but back to the guy who did this commercial for Bloomberg. If you ever catch I might play it again from its entirety so you can hear the cooning. You can hear the I don't know what you want to call it, from these busters. Yeah, old people can be busters too. They used to say you're supposed to respect your elders. You can't respect them now because they're not in the fight anymore. They try to help the other side lay down. Try to help us lay down, and when the point of it is we need help. And that's all it is. We need help out here. We need help out here. Short video, whatever. Inspiration for other platforms. That's what it is. And it's a beautiful thing. And let me explain something to you all. You see this picture here? This is what white people understand. You see, they put these things out to understand what to vote for and what not to vote for. So they get behind each other and they understand what voting is. Many of us black people, we get into this ideal of that it's about who you like. None of you know anything. None of us. So as you see the picture here on the side of the road, I just tapped this because I noticed something. It says vote yes for no further community development. So I guess they building a lot around in the areas or whatever. So these people are trying to make sure they can stop that by putting that on, number one, putting that on to even get that on the ballot. What are we getting on the ballot, black people? What are you getting behind a politician or whoever they may be to put your agenda or something that you need done on a ballot? This is the difference between when you like someone, you go and vote for them. You're not understanding that part. You don't know what they're doing. What is your agenda and behind you voting for these people? You don't even know. You going by if you like them, if he tickles your ear. using magician words to and to beguile you, to entice you into this. So then we have this black guy who's coming out to tell mainly, probably, most likely black people to vote for Blumenberg. He's cooning. He's talking about how he, concerned with all our kids. Our kids, really? Really? Has he made it publicly that he will do so and so for the black community dealing with the education system? Who, a lot of them who are getting somewhat degrees and still finding it hard to find jobs. Meanwhile, the jobs are filled by everybody else. You see, we in this landmine of this state that we thinking that it's your hard luck. And most likely sometimes it's not your hard luck. Black man. These things can occur, and sometimes they do. Now, it's sad that we looking now at Bernie Sanders, who black people shouldn't even be holding up his sign. And if anybody who holds up his sign, they're dealing with the fact that they don't really like black people. So how could a man tell you something and you understand it, and yet you going to still get behind him and vote? Sometimes I wonder, is Bernie Mac a constituent for Killer Mike, so Killer Mike can bring in some of them black voters? I made a video concerning Killer Mike a couple times, looking suspect, talking like Bernie Sanders would talk. Yeah, those key point words. You might as well said also, we need to pull up our strap on our boots and you know what I'm saying. We need to do something for ourselves and start relying on the so-and-so. Yeah, but the way he was bringing it out is more like he's been a mouthpiece saying what they would say. Now back to this voting mess. You see here, they are putting an agenda to get on a ballot, to get voted for. This is what black people are not doing. They're not putting things on this ballot. They're not getting behind politicians who to be sure to put this agenda on the ballot. So when it's time to go and vote, you can vote yes or no on it. You see? These things can be done based on laws. But a lot of us are so caught up in this liking, feeling a part of. But there's no agenda behind your vote. And this is why it's destroying us, and we're living in this fantasy world. Some of us are living in a comfortable state, pretty much. It's why they feel they can go and vote. But my point of it is that have some dignity for your people. You made it. You see something on the ballot saying police should arrest all black people. You put yes. Have some integrity and just say no. That's all. I'm just using that as an example. Anything that you see on the ballot that can benefit your people, put it to work. Vote yes on it or vote no on it or whatsoever. If it's beneficial for the people, even though you're in the lifestyle that some of us are in, still look out for your people because they need help. Financially, lawfully. You understand? Like, things going on. Take the three-straw law off and just have that change. You know, you murder somebody, hey. You shoot somebody, okay. You see what I'm saying? Like, who was able to put that and take that off or to rechange and reshape that. You can't do it. Even if you wanted to do it, this is my opinion, even if black people wanted to take that away, they weren't going to take it away. But if it's their people that was being under it, and they was falling to that law, 3-strike law, they will pass and get rid of it. You see? So we can't be this delusional to think that, and we can't see what's going on and the possibility with these people who are in power to do these things. You understand? So I'm not concerned with the people on the ground, because you know the people on the ground, they're benefiting from the people who are in power, and they're taking care of their people, and that's how that is. So the next time you go down there and vote, or want to vote, interview, see what you're voting for and understand what you're voting for, and see what's on them ballots, see what's on them things, what you're voting for. It's Black's Real Talk. Holla.